dense swamps. Who can just give me a good description of what a swamp looks like?
Oh.
Aiden?
The tree, there's trees growing out of the water.
The water's nasty? How come?
Because there's like different things in it, like moss.
What do you think for 5?
Maybe from like a first fiction
Okay.
and then it dissolves into a big stock.
Yeah?
Depending on where it is.
Definitely. So swamps are hot, humid, a lot of water. It's an area where there's land and water kind of mixed in. So someone said like sometimes it's kind of squishy because there's like a layer of land and directly underneath is a lot of water. So when you step into it, it's kind of, there's a lot of water in it, so it's squishy. There's tons of plants, so lots of trees and lots of moss and lots of algae and stuff growing in it. There's interesting combination of land and sea animals, so you would see crocodiles. You would, because they live in the water, they live on the land, right? Yes.
Isn't it like the Everglades?
Yes, in Florida, there's a huge swampland called the Everglades. Perfect, yes, good idea. Make sure you don't call out.
About that in science.
At first, there were grasslands. When they first arrived, there were just grasslands. But later, it developed into jungles and tropical forests. Jungles and tropical forests. Something no one's mentioned yet, volcanoes. Active volcanoes. Now, who can tell me the difference between active and inactive? Let's see. Micaiah.
And the next volcano is one that erupts. And then an active volcano is one that doesn't erupt.
Right. Yep. Yeah, so active volcanoes, it's still hot. There's still magma. It still could erupt, right? So it's still kind of dangerous, right? You want to add something?
It's an active one is somewhat a volcano that scientists are watching to make sure they know if it's going to erupt or not. And an inactive one is one that you can go into with your.
Yep.
Don't they call the inactive volcanoes dormant?
They do. You guys must have learned this before. Dormant volcanoes. We'll talk more about the volcanoes in a little bit. The next one, climate. Hot, rainy, but then also some dry periods, some dry seasons. So we've thought a lot about the climate, the geography. What are some guesses about what resources you guys think you could find there? Amy, what do you think? What resource do you think you could find based off the geography and the climate? Wood. You guys, they're living in like a tropical rainforest. I think they could find some wood. Yeah? What's another one? So a lot of vegetation, fruits and vegetables maybe? Yep. Yeah, because there's a volcano, you probably would find obsidian. What? Yeah, definitely. Justin.
You can find different kinds of minerals,
Like what?
like salt ore, like from the ocean.
Yeah. Don't you think water is a good resource? Is that what you're going to say, Toby? Yeah, so salt water, because they live off the ocean, and also natural fresh water because of all the rain, right? Any other ones? Yes, Bill.
Rocks, like when the volcanoes erupt and then all the lava comes down, and then like it forms this sort of rock.
Yeah, definitely. Rocks is one. Go ahead. So let's go over some. And you guys got almost all of them. Resources. Wood, plants, right? Might be a lot of ropes they could use. Vines. Gold. And we're gonna talk about gold in a little bit. Probably tomorrow. Water. Both salt and fresh water. Now I'm not saying they're drinking the salt water. I'm saying they could use it, for other things like watering plants. Yes. It depends. If they live close enough to the ocean, they're used to the salt water. Yeah. Clay. You use clay. Another one. Good fertile soil. By raising your hand, who can tell me what the connection is with volcanoes and good fertile soil? London, what do you think? No guesses? Madison, what do you think? Make a guess. What do you guys think? Tap with your table. What do you guys think?
You're just saying. You're not saying. It's just you're just saying.
It's good for planting because it's moist.
Mm-hmm. All right, one more. Bo? All good guesses. So what happens? A volcano erupts and it sends out hot lava and volcanic ash. And the lava comes and it melts down all the trees and stuff that are living at the base of it. And the ash comes and settles in too. That's basically like fertilizer on steroids. When your parents are planting a garden, they put some fertilizer on it. Like planting grass, they put fertilizer on it. It melts all of the organic stuff, so all the plants. It melts it down and it leaves it on top of the surface of the grass, and it makes any plant grow like crazy. And so it's actually like kind of good to grow near a volcano because the ground is so good. If you look at any picture of a volcano, at the base of it, almost always is going to be a huge tropical forest because there's just such good soil that stuff wants to grow there. We'll talk more about it though. Yeah, Cecil.
Isn't that risky though? Because if you plant it at the bottom of the active root stream.
Yeah, you do have a huge risk of being near a volcano because if it's still active, and we're going to talk so much about this with the Mayan, because they live in such a dangerous area, they made special rituals to be able to survive so that the volcano didn't erupt and kill them. Whether it worked or not, we'll find out. All right. Stone. I think someone said this. Now this is not something that the Haida and the Inuit had. Stone is just like naturally occurring in the ground. They go and dig it, they make it into blocks, and they build houses. Write this down, you guys.
I'm already
Okay.
got it down.
And so the Haida and the Inuit didn't have this, so they made their houses out of different stuff, right? Like igloos. What's something that they made an igloo out of? Ice and snow. Rafai, you know one. What else did they make it out of? Animal hides, animal bones. Aiden?
That one kind of dirt.
Sod.
Yeah, so.
So like the layer of grass, all the roots, and then a layer of dirt. Yes, perfect. So the Mayans used stone. Animals. Someone mentioned this. This is there was grasslands, but now it grows into be a tropical forest. There's going to be tons of animals living here. And gemstones. When I say gemstones, I mean rubies, emeralds, sapphires. Not every stone can be found here, but a lot of them.
Let's see, what else? Blackberries.
What else?
Who's still ready?
What
No?
else?
Okay.